What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is your boy FlippinStoop with some daily motivation, guys. Today, let's look at it like this, guys. In eBay, there's a start, there's a midpoint, and then there's a finish. And how do I look at it or view it like that? Because in the beginning, before you even get started, you have a vision, right? You have some type of vision that you feel you can achieve. So in the back of your mind, you got some type of vision, and that you should put that down on paper as your goal, correct? Correct. And in the beginning, now mind you, everything in life's got a beginning, middle, and end. So in the beginning, you're really excited, you're really pumped up, you're energetic, you're motivated, you have all this wild, crazy energy that you can put 14 hours in your business, 12 hours in your business. You can't wake up to do it the next day. You have that type of energy for about 90 days, right? Maybe some have a little less, some have a little more. And then you have your end point where you can start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And let's face it, anybody, when they can see the finish line, has no problem getting the rest of the way to the finish line because they can start running full-fledged. Like, say, for example, if you're running a marathon or whatever, if you've been running a marathon and it's a 50-mile marathon or something like that, we'll say, and your first 10 miles, you're energetic, you're pumped up about it, you're pacing yourself good. The midpoint, you can't see yourself making it to the finish point. You know, your body's breaking down. You feel discouraged. You don't know if you can make it. But if you can get to the end point where you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, you light up and all of a sudden all kinds of more energy comes. And that's what I want to discuss today, is because it's easy in the beginning, right? It's easy in the beginning when you have this new idea. You got it wrote down on paper. You're going to start going out thrifting. You're going to start hitting garage sales. Or maybe you're going to invest from Alibaba and do it that way. I don't know, however you guys decide to have your business model. But either or, you're excited about it, you put a lot of energy into it, and then you guys come up to the midway point, right? I would actually say I'm somewhere in the midway point. I am seeing light. Not from my full vision, but I was struggling through my midway point because everybody's going to go through it. You're going to go through it. I went through it. I still struggle with it at times, but you're going to go through a point where you're going to be like, you're going to start asking yourself questions. Is this really for me? Am I really going to be able to make it in this industry? And the truth behind it is, that's a failure mindset. If you really want to zero it down, that's a loser mindset. And I had that. I had the loser mindset for quite some time in life, right? And why did I have that loser mindset? Because of the things that I did in the past when I was addicted to drugs, when I was on alcohol, when I was going in and out of jails and everything else. I had that attitude because I didn't feel like I deserved more. You actually got to feel like you deserve it to get to the finish point. If you don't feel like you deserve it, you're never going to put the energy in it that it takes to get you to your finish point, right? Whatever your finish point, maybe you want to build $1 million business, sell it, and retire. I don't know. Everybody's business motto is different. However, what I want to talk about that middle area, because that's where most people's business fails. That's when most people give up. They throw in the towel. They go back to what they were used to doing, whether that's working for somebody else, making somebody else rich, being lazy, procrastinating, whatever that might be. You get to that midpoint, and that's your really sensitive area. That is a very sensitive area, because if you don't push through that middle point, you ain't never going to hit the finish line. And that's just what I make these videos, guys, for, is to motivate you through tough times like that. Get you through it. Get you to believe in yourself that you can actually do it. Look, nobody's actually going to believe in you but yourself. But I'm going to sit here and tell you, I believe in every single one of you guys on here. There's over 2,000 people now in this group. I didn't think that was going to happen when I first started this group. I now can see it going to 10,000, 20,000, right? But I didn't think it would ever get to 2,000 people. I never thought in a million years I'd be where I'm at in my business. I never thought in a million years I'd start a YouTube channel. I never thought that stuff in my prior life. But until I started changing some things and realized, look, it's not going to get done unless you start chucking through, laying one cinder block a day on this building, you're never going to get an end product. So when you get to that midpoint, that is the most crucial point, in my opinion. Because everybody's got energy in the beginning. Everybody's got energy when you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But when it comes to midpoint, that's when people lose energy. That's when people lose motivation. That's when people start dragging hoods. house. That's when it starts feeling like more of a job than something you love to do, whatever it might be. So get through that center point. And how do you get through that? You keep you look back where you were. Look back where you were a year ago. Look back where you were a month ago. Look back where you were 6 months ago. Don't spend too much time there, but look back there and look at yourself in the mirror sometimes and tell yourself you have what it takes, guys, to get to the next level. Because if you don't tell yourself, I've heard that from a million people. Justin, you got so much potential, and you know why I went through one ear right out the other. You know why I went through one ear right out the other? Because I didn't believe I had the potential to get to where I wanted to get in life. Everybody else I've been around said, man, you got a lot of potential, man. You could do whatever you wanted to do in life, right? And they were right, and it's right about you too. But if you don't feel like you can get there, you will never get there. So my advice, my strongest advice I can give you guys is make sure you tell yourself every day, if you want to be a millionaire, you can be a broke millionaire. People be like, that's crazy. What are you talking about? If you don't start believing that you can achieve to become a millionaire, you'll never be a millionaire. You can't become something if you don't believe you can attain it, right? You can't be the best jogger in the world if you jog once a week. You can't do it. If you don't feel like you're growing or whatever, another thing is set your standards higher about yourself. Believe you can achieve 100K a year. Believe you can achieve $1 million a year on eBay. Because if you don't believe it, you're definitely not going to put forward the energy that it takes to get you guys there. And there's not a single person on this platform, not a single person in this world that can't be the best reseller there is within due time. You got to put in your work. That's for sure. You guys, I'll be next month, 15 months in, right? I know I have a long time before I get to seeing my light at the end of the tunnel. But I also know if I stop and give up and fold my hands and stop, I'm going to live in agony. Because 5 years down the road, when I'm making somebody else rich, working for a company, guess what I'm going to feel like? If I would have stayed consistent for that last 5 years at what I was doing, I would have nothing but people working for me. It's up to you what you want to choose to do in life and in your eBay business. But if you want to go all in and get good rewards, my opinion is that's your best option. And people say, well, I only want to do it part-time. Why are you setting your standards for yourself so low in life? Why do you do that? You got to ask yourself. Most of us, if we answered that really honest, I had to ask myself that outside. I was just cutting the grass and I was thinking about this video and I was thinking about you guys and I was also thinking about where I'm at in my businesses. I am not further along in my business right now because I didn't believe I could achieve it. That's the bottom line. I just thought it was going to be something that was going to make quick cash and I could slide under the radar and be cool. You can't do that. You can't do that and get great rewards. You have to actually believe deep down inside that you are a legitimate business owner. Until you feel that way, you will not succeed on the level that you want to succeed on. I love you guys all. It's your boy FlippinStoop. I hope you guys have a blessed day.